Okay, so welcome to creating a grounding page. Now, last night, probably should put the camera on and tell you. Last night I kept hearing these noises, and in the rented house that I live in, and I thought it might be people. I kept looking out. I kept going and seeing. I thought, well, maybe it was an animal. And I'm getting ready to do this grounding page today, but no, what was happening is these were falling out of my tree. Avocados, little avocados, boom, boom, psh, going through trees. So when I woke up this morning, look what I woke up to. So this gave me a new sense of grounding. And that's where I'm starting. A grounding page, and all pages start with some writing. As an example, this page might be avocados is now my new symbol of grounding, is what happened last night. It looks like. So I'm going to write a little bit about that. Now, if I should decide that I want to keep what I wrote, then I'll take a picture of it, or I can also start in a journal that I might have, that I also create very similarly to how I create smash books. And I might, go there and then come over here and ask for ways to get grounded, or what grounding means to me, especially what it means to me right now. So we'll go ahead and start with writing, and then when we come back, we'll end it with a prayer. So for you, grounding, the intent, as always, what I share with you is is to inspire you, to ask you the question of what is grounding for you. Do you know what it means? If you don't know what it means, ask for assistance. If you're like me, like I get my head in the clouds a lot, and I need to come down onto the ground and get my feet on the ground again. Or I overthink. Oh my gosh, till I'm just like nauseous with that. Or my favorite one is making things too complex. Oh my gosh, till things just get so muddled up I can't see my way through it. So whatever it is for you, go ahead and write about that. And when you're done, as always, we say, please show me, tell me, heal me, inform me, instruct me, calm me, ground me, whatever else you think you might need. I realized that from the avocados last night, while they were getting grounded, it was scary, it was messy, and more importantly, you saw by the amount, I have one more of those that came from just last night, and those aren't counting what the raccoons got early on, about a month or so ago. So, so please show me, tell me, heal me, inform me, instruct me. And what I'm going to do next is to cover this with gesso, because I may, in this case I didn't, but many cases and in most cases I will have said things on here that I don't want other people to see. Now you can use a brush, you can use your hands, you can use a credit card, which is what I'm going to use right now. You can use whatever you've got around. Like I have these funky Bondo thingies that I like using. Bondo, I find that, cars, and I use these on bigger paintings, but they do a great job of getting this around. Also just having a contraption like this. Now if you want to keep your gesso from going onto other pages, of course, you can use, this happens to be tracing paper because I have it sitting here, and I like it because it's really super colorful. This one has some paint left over on it, and I'm going to use that in here, see what happens. Because with smash booking, it's always about, I wonder what would happen if, and trying not to think too much about it. This is also creating some texture for me here too, which I like. I can also add texture in to the gesso as well, especially around this one. I think I'm just going to draw some avocados, which are kind of eggy, right? Which is always a theme for me. It's about eggs. So here's my avocados. I'm going to let that dry. Hi. I am ready to do this grounding page. Now, it's in the center of my book, and I have been using a lot of blue, but I have not used a lot of this blue. And this blue is just really talking to me right now. Now, I used to make excuses like, oh, I can't use the same color. But I find that, well, Picasso had his blue period, but the blue is obviously telling me something, or it's making me feel good, or there's just something going on with this blue. So I've got it over here on my palette, and with some gold, which I'll use maybe later. And I just want to get it really watery. I'm just feeling that. And you may have seen this technique where I use a tray with shop towels, and if you wet the shop towels, it keeps it from getting dry. I'm not doing that right now because I'm not using, it's not getting a chance to dry. So I'm going to use a big brush here, and I'm going to get this nice and bluey, this great blue, and I'm just going to put this on here, just like that. I share with you many times to close your eyes and see the sunset, but for right now, I need this deep, deep ocean blue. Of course, I know it's not blue that deep down when it's picking up some of the, but this is what it feels like to me, that the light could get that deep. And it certainly looks like some of the blue from the warmer. No matter how hard I try, this blue always gets transformed like that for some reason. Very interesting. It's picking up the gesso. Interesting, I'm gonna let that dry. I think I'm gonna come back with some more blue. See what that tells me. Okay. As I'm drying this, I realize that I want to create some circles. And at first I thought I would use my stencil, but I'm realizing now I don't. I just want to use a brush and just make some organic circles here. Again, I'm just gonna close my eyes, I think, and just go through here and make these circles and make them with this hand. It doesn't think the same way as the other one. Now I've got my eyes open because I can feel I'm kind of going. Get some bigger ones, I guess. My eyes are closed again. Being a little more deliberate now. Trying to find randomness. Which is really hard to do. Which is okay, because who knows if this is even going to show. And then, I want to get some, I started to say I want to get some white, but I don't. I'm going to get some of this blue in there. And it's not really important because you want to just find colors that you like. Get some colors that you like. And right now for me, grounding is in the water, obviously. It's hard to get random. Look at, see, it's hard to get random. You get a bigger one in here. Let's get a big one up here. Let's get one off the page over here. I'm going to go with a little darker, that's emerald green. I don't want emerald green. I don't want ultramarine blue. That's probably what this is. That's phthalo blue. I'm going to go with some ultramarine blue here. Oh yeah, definitely. Here we go. Let me get some circles going there, and I'm going to use my handy dandy and close my eyes and just go across this page. Get me some more animation. Because this could either be how I feel or what I got to do to ground. Maybe grounding, I've been wondering about this. Maybe grounding is really action. I've been wondering about that too. Like dancing. I know you've seen me do this on other things, or you may have seen me do it on other things, but for some reason right now I'm feeling it's not enough. But oh, I like how that's working. That feels good, like little sprays. You see that? It's a little hard to see because I'm using this palette. Okay. Needs white. Needs things of white. And ground, and what I'm doing here with the grounding, you hear me kind of talking to myself, you hear me talking to myself. And I found the stencil that I wanted to use. And so I'm going to go ahead and use some white here and get these little more uniform bubbles for contrast. Just I'm trying not to think Disney here. It's kind of feeling like that, but just for contrast in here. And space and some spaciousness. Yeah, that's working for me. Interesting. Okay, I'm gonna let that dry. And I think I have more to do there. More to do. It's shiny, so it's a little hard to see with these acrylics. But I want to go there. I want to go in the deep ocean. Sometimes I go for the earth for grounding, and I guess right now I'm looking for grounding in the ocean. Oh, okay. Let me let it dry. See what happens here. Okay, this is all looking a bit familiar to me because this is very much like the background of my logo I've been working on. And what I realized is that Anglerfish wants to show up. And I said, really? Why? And the answer is because for my grounding, for me, I need to do my own smash booking. Now I know this, and I do it, but this is a reminder to be sure and stay grounded in my own smash book so that I may be able to lead you through this. Ooh, I got this pretty, I don't know if you're like that. Ooh, pretty paper. And so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to draw out, it's not going to be exact, and that's okay, because I really want it a little more organic. Here's this fish. Here's this fishy. Something like this fishy. But what makes this fish so special, I might have to use more opacity in that. Yeah. Put a little white in there as I get this going. Here's a fish. I'm just kind of free-handing this because it's not really, I notice I now have it in the center-ish. What makes this fish so special is it has the anglerfish actually has a lure to lure people, but in my world, it has a flashlight. It has a big light on the front of it. telling you, if they don't make you laugh, I don't know. I want to keep going here. They don't keep you going. This is a symbol I've been using, and someone shared with me that this was also the symbol for Camino del Santiago. And so it means even more to me now. So here we are, lighting our way. Oh, I just find it so funny. And I'm not done here. This might just be an under, but I feel good drawing it as I'm placing this in the ocean. I'll let this dry. Feels just like an underpinning. Who knows? Who knows where they go? I do know what my intention is, and I do know that I'm doing my best not to overthink it, make it more difficult, change it. I'm just feeling the skin, kind of like building skin for a human. Oh, it's crazy. Okay, let that baby just sit there. Okay, it has been a week since I did this page. And the reason, and I've just loved living in this ocean for a week because I didn't want to do the next step because I wasn't ready to, and no one says I have to, but I'm ready to do it now, which is I really want to claim how I feel around the grounding of this page. And what I'm going to do next is quiet the dog. So I have been in this page, and I've been wanting to cover this up with some design and so on, but actually I have been waiting to do this. I've been waiting to do this because I haven't wanted to cover it up, but now it's time to claim it. And what I'm going to use, and by claiming it, you'll see what I mean, which is I want to put my hands over this. And I like using the oil pastels because they don't dry. And I am going to do this in orange. And I'm just going to draw my hands in because the whole intention is, as I'm working in the book, I'm going to be able to come in here when I want to get the feeling from this page, which is in the depth of the ocean and looking and finding, and I just love how the layers are. And there's so much openness for me. I've thought about putting ground, down here like the bottom of the ocean, because this is a creature that lives very deep in the ocean, but the fact is I don't want it. I want to be just like this, in the mystery. That's what it feels like. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to use this and draw my hands. I can also, in fact, let's do that. I always have to count. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to use this loosely. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I just want to do this loosely. 5. Because I want it to be a little more organic. Oh my goodness, look how big my hand is. 5. And then over here, with this hand, I'm going to do it loosely also. 1, 2, because I want it to be more whimsical. 3, 4, 5. Oh. Maybe I'll leave it open. Maybe I'll use transparent orange. Maybe that's feeling good. The transparent orange is feeling good. Yes, let me grab some transparent orange. Actually, I have this ink here, Shimmer spritzer, that it doesn't work anymore. And I'm going to use it as paint. And I'm going to go ahead and move this around and see what happens. And for me, whenever neon orange or sparkly starts to show up, I know there's some sort of activation going up. And I'm just going to, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I love it. It looks more golden than orange. I'm not even sure it's going to stick. That's all right. If not, I'll figure it out. But I am loving that, which makes this hard for you to see. But the whole idea of putting my hands here is that I'm claiming it. Now, when I'm doing this, I'm still in conversation with my page, asking questions like, I wonder really whose hands these are. Are they my hands? Are they the hands of my spiritualness? Maybe, I don't know. But I'm in deep listening about this. And what I feel like is I'm stroking the hands now. Like patting them. Oh, I just got something I'm going to show you. I'm not going to tell you until this dries. Oh my goodness. I won't forget. Oh, and I love the translucency. I still feel like I want to just keep stroking it. Oh my gosh. Okay, and that's why you're saying, what are you talking about? Well, I'm going to show you here. I'm going to let this dry. You're going to hear me talk about paying attention as you move around in the world. Now, many of you have seen me use this before. I love these pinking shears. I use them just for this work. And I've always wondered why. I mean, yes, I really like them. The other thing is I was out shopping today and I needed some lemons, and there were some lemons, and then I put them aside. I saw these, and the reason why was because of this mesh. Now, I didn't know exactly why at the time, but I do now. I do now know why it's so important. And when I talk about paying attention to what's around you, that's what I mean. You want to pay attention. Like, why did I pick this up? I don't know. At the time, I didn't know why. Will this come off? Let's see. Oh, it does. All right, let me get this off. And what I want to do with these are create gloves. Yes, gloves. Create gloves. And, just the shorty gloves. Just the shorty gloves to here. And what I'm going to do is I have decided, instead of gluing these down, probably because I've been watching too much Project Runway, but also because it's going to have to do, okay, so sometimes I have trouble talking, and here's what. I'm realizing that what I'm going to be kicking to the curb, which I will share with you when we get into the first chapter of the week after we make our smash book, this will all make sense and why it's coming up now. So what I'm going to do, I always glue them down, but I thought, nope, I'm not going to glue them down. I'm going to sew them in. And I have a needle here somewhere, and I think I'm going to use red thread. Oh, of course I'm going to use red thread. And you can tell it's been a while since I've been in this box. Oh, it's been a while since I've been in this box. I'm going to use a needle. Grab it here, thread my needle, and I'm going to start to sew it in with red thread. There's red thread already on it. I'm sure that's not. And just start sewing this in. And I might have to use more than one piece of material. We'll see. I'll start doing it this way. Okay. Maybe. As I go right to left, I'm going to go this way. Because once you put a lot of paint on this fabric, I want to come from underneath, don't I? Once you put a lot of paint on this paper, it starts to feel like fabric. So I'm going to just start coming here and just start sewing this in. And as I'm going through and doing this, I'm realizing I'm going to have to add new thread. And so what I'm going to be doing here is I'm sewing this together with just some yellow thread. And while I'm doing this, I just realized I've got to go underneath. While I'm doing this, I'm realizing how much patience this is taking. Because what I'd really like to do is just to hurry up and get it finished. But it's forcing me to go slower for reasons that aren't exactly clear. Because, I want to get this done and, I want to get this done for you and move on to the next thing. But what I'm learning to do is to listen to my muse and to do what I'm asked to do next. What do you want? Really? But I don't want to do that. It's going to take a long time. I'm going to be here. Oh, shoot. Look, I missed the hole. Talking to you. Yeah. And so let me talk. So, So what I'm saying is that to do what you're asked to do next, even if you don't know why. Even if you don't know why, you just do what comes next. Like, I wonder what would happen if I were to use this for the gloves. And why do I even need gloves? And so on. Also, why I'm doing this, I'm in gratitude. I don't have arthritis in my hands so badly that I can't still thread a needle by sight, that I can move it. I can still move a needle around. I mean, how fortunate is that? So I'm in gratitude as well as I'm doing this. I remember how to do a blanket stitch. It's all coming back. I'm also realizing I didn't do this high enough to get to this finger. So now I've got to undo this and do this all over again. And of course I'm asking the reason why. Why do I need to? Since it's a blanket stitch, it probably won't come straight out. But it's a remembrance that I'm thinking, how many times do you go forward in life? And I've got to, in terms of grounding, like what does it mean in grounding? Maybe something going backwards isn't really going backwards. I'm thinking about those things. I don't say that I have an answer yet, but these are the questions. These are the queries I'm asking. Like, why did that happen? Why is that happening? You're being irritated with myself. This is taking longer. Well, I knew it was going to take a while, but it's taking longer than I thought. Why do I need to have patience right now about grounding? Ooh, that's a good one. And so on. And maybe the query is I'm not supposed to use yellow. Maybe I'm supposed to use red. Come back up here and use red to piece this together. Because nothing is perfect. Ooh, maybe that's it. That seems pretty. That would do it too. Oh, let's see. But things can't be perfect. Okay, so I got this done, I sewed it together, and now I'm going to come around and just kind of clip around this one and see what it looks like, partially because, gosh only knows how old these scissors are that need to be fixed. But I'm wondering, do I want it on 2 gloves? I mean, do I want gloves on each hand? Is only one glove supposed to be there? I don't know. Because I'm losing patience doing this. Sewing this in. Okay, I'm going to keep going on, and I'm going to use the black to give me some depth for the fingers here. Oh, that cracks me up. Which is interesting, that's on my left hand. That's on my left hand. I'm going to think about that for a minute. Looks pretty interesting. Okay, I'm going to think about that. Let me explain what I mean about let me think about it. What I'm asking is not, what needs to go there, or what I'm thinking is what needs to go there. What wants to go there? Does this want to go there? Does this want to go there? I just feel like something else wants to go here. So that's what I'm asking, is what else wants to go? I'm looking around, I'm seeing, I'm wondering. I'm in wonder. I'm in wonder. I'm in wonder about this. And the answer is yep. Yep. So I have a jar of just jewelry, a couple of jars actually, of things, of jewelry that I've broken, or I have only one earring left, and I just feel like I need some jewelry on here. And I always loved these earrings, and I only have one left. So that's what I mean about just paying attention to what's around you. And I feel like I need to put a dangle on it. So I'm going to use my glue gun here, which I think I've heated up enough. We'll see here in a minute. Feels like it. Oh yeah. I'm just going to use my glue gun. You could use whatever you have. Again, this is all about using whatever is around you. And we all have stuff that's trying to tell us things. And if I had pliers, I'd probably take that off. But I think I want to remember that it is an earring. I think I want to remember that. So maybe what I'll do, that didn't stick. No problem, I think it should just come off. Yeah, it does. So I think what I'm going to do is put this earring through here, like so, and then glue it down. I probably want to remember oh yeah. Oh yeah. That grounding. Whoa, I have to think about what this means. Okay, give me a few to think about that. So here's my grounding page. And the truth is, I really don't know what it means at this moment. Which tells me more will be revealed as I go through the class. What is happening here? And as I come here for grounding, I know this is the logo for Cosmic Smash Booking. I know that it's deep under. Here's what I know at this moment. This is the logo in the deep water of mystery. My light is on. It is on. I have my work gloves on. These are work gloves. These are sun gloves out in, and I've got my work gloves on. And that when I need grounding, I'm to come here. So more will be revealed. And sometimes that's the way it works. And sometimes it just feels good. And whatever it is for you, that's exactly what it's supposed to be. So taking a deep breath, loving you fiercely. I cannot wait to see your grounding pages. I just never know how to end because I get so excited. Can't wait to see them. Okay, bye.